EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. They run it here with Edmonds. And he's got some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And a Cardinal first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They run with Edmonds. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Panthers nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Faking the give, Darnold. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
48 Mike. What's the run? They're running it. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Throwing again is Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Edmonds. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. He'll let one go deep for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. In for the score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A final shot before half from Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing.
It got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Darnold to keep it. A pitch back. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Check three, check three, check three.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Darnold. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
33.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Goal.
Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down by Nigel Brown.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Edmonds, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Edmonds. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
From the 29, Murray will get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Edmonds. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Hassan Reddick drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now a handoff looking right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Malcolm Butler on the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Check 48, come on. Check 48.
They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
Stopped short of
the Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Get the out, boy. Get the out. Come on. Check the out.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right
now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. With Edmonds. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cards, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.